theme or a concept is explored across grades. Our students, according to the grade level, integrate this concept into whatever unit of study they are engaged with. The Looking Glass project has now been conceptualized at school as one such wonderful opportunity to further and hone research skills in our young learners. Now I invite Ranesh of grade 4 to welcome the gathering this afternoon. Over to you, Ranesh.
Thank you, Garima ma'am. Very good afternoon, everyone. With immense pleasure, I'm happy to welcome all the parents, guests, teachers, and students for today's event, the Looking Glass Project. In our previous years, we celebrated the International Theme Day based on a theme. We had used various modes of presentation in our IT day like puppet shows, models, role plays, and worked in collaboration with our peers. Since this is our school's 10th year, we have planned to do something new and special. And so here it is, our Looking Glass project. We were all super excited to explore and inquire into our own interested topic. And here is the set of presentations we proudly present before you all. Over to the presentations. Sit back and enjoy.
Thank you, Ranesh. We are happy to introduce our first set of presenters today, who are truly going to shine, share, shine, and inspire all of you. They have chosen their topic of interest, framed questions, and have conducted detailed research. So here they are with their presentations. Let us listen to what they have to share. We now begin with the first presentation by Ranesh of grade 4. He was interested to know about how rockets work, their complex mechanism, and how they sustain under extreme pressure. Ranesh was very enthusiastic and prompt with his research submissions. He was principled with his work. He had always maintained a clear reference and remembered to cite the source, exhibiting academic honesty. He had initiated to frame his central idea and lines of inquiry on his own and came up with a model to explain his understanding to the audience in a deeper way. Over to Ranesh's presentation.
Hi all, I'm delighted to share with you all about my Looking Glass project on rockets. I chose rockets because I've always had an interest in rockets since my early age. Because rockets is a vast topic, taking inspiration from my UI classes, I have framed my own central idea and lines of inquiry to narrow down my research work. The central idea is understanding about rockets and its working mechanism. The first key concept is form, structure, the structure of rockets, types of rockets, and its parts. Function, systems, the working mechanism of rockets. Change, transformation, exploring the transformation of rocket purposes over a period of time. So, Dr. Robert Hutchings Goddard is the father of rockets and he launched it in Germany. Rockets are classified into 4 types depending on their fuel: solid propellant, liquid fuel, plasma, and ion. So here is the evolution of rockets. Rocket purposes have evolved over a period of time. Initially, rockets were used as entertainment for fireworks. Then British used rockets as weapons. And now recently, we use rockets for more superior and educational purposes to launch satellites and take people to space. So the rocket works on 4 working mechanisms. The first one is payload system. The payload system is the goal of the rocket, whether it is for weather monitoring, space exploration, etc. The guidance system as told in its name, is the guide of the rocket, and it guides the rocket through sensors, radars, GPS, etc. The propulsion system is the driving force of the rocket, and because it has the parts of the rocket engine and the fuel tank. With the thrust from below, the rocket pushes the rocket upwards as per the Newton's third law of motion. Every action has an equal and opposite reaction. The structural system is supposed to be strong and also weightless so that it can be lifted off the ground. As per the Newton's second law of motion, the force required to move any object depends on the weight and the speed it has to travel. So here is an image about the rocket components. This is my rocket model. Have you ever wondered why the rocket is always cylindrical in shape? It is cylindrical so that it can easily go smooth across the sky. So this is the nose cone, and the nose cone is cone in shape so that it can easily cut the air and go above. The nose cone consists of the payload system, which has the satellite to launch into its desired orbit, and the guidance system, which has the GPS, computers, radars, so that the scientists can control the rocket and keep track of it. So these are the side boosters. The side boosters are like a supporting system which help the rocket to move up through the Earth's gravity and then fall apart as they require a lot of fuel. Have you ever wondered what happens to the rocket once it goes into space? The rocket parts fall apart and are either burned in the atmosphere or fall into the ocean after the satellite is launched into its desired orbit. Here are some of India's proud facts. In 1963, Apache rocket was sent from Thiruvananthapuram. India has launched 112 spacecraft missions, 82 launch missions till 2021. We have two operational rocket launchers, the Polar Satellite Launch Vehicle (PSLV) and the Geosynchronous Satellite Launch Vehicle (GSLV). We have a rocket launch center in Sriharikota. NASA's Parker Solar Probe was the closest spacecraft to the Sun and the highest speed reached. Any rocket can reach up to the speed of 15,000 miles per hour. My thanks to all the teachers for supporting me, and my special thanks to Aarti ma'am for giving me valuable feedback and for encouraging me.
Thanks a lot, Ranesh, for giving us an insight into rockets. In the PYP at AIS, there is a lot of focus on research-based learning. Students are provided with several opportunities to actively conduct research from a very young age. They are encouraged to ask questions, engage with a variety of resources, and develop their research skills. Our next presentation is by Ananya from grade 2. Ananya exhibited great enthusiasm during the whole process of a looking glass project. She was amazed to see how people can make different shapes and designs along with the movements. Her interest in this particular art form took her further, and she started exploring ribbon dance in a detailed manner. While working with the teacher, she was very prompt with the work and took the feedback given positively throughout the process. Over to Ananya's presentation.
Everyone, my name is Ananya Vishnu from grade 2. Today I am going to talk about my favorite sport and an art form called ribbon dance. All this happened when I was watching a YouTube video. I was amazed by the shapes the ribbon can make along with in this art form. I wanted to know more about this art form and started researching about the same. I wrote down the questions which I was wondering about this art form, like origin of the dance, various types of the dance, steps and moves of the dance, etc. I researched the answers for my questions from the Google with the help of my parents to find out the answers. I watched a lot of YouTube tutorials to learn the dance moves. I thoroughly enjoyed the process of learning about this art, which helped me to develop my researching skills and creative thinking skills. I was open-minded, risk-taker and a thinker throughout this learning process. I am very happy to share my learnings with you all today. Ribbon dance is a general term referring to the various movements that has usage of handheld ribbons for performance. Most common types of ribbon dance are Chinese ribbon dance, rhythmic gymnastics and ballet, etc. Chinese ribbon dance. Chinese ribbon dance is traditional dance form originated in China. This has been performed more than 1,000 years. The Chinese legend has it that Emperor Tang, who ruled China, had a dream that he was in the moon palace with many fairies singing and dancing who were wearing beautiful multicolored long robes. His dream was turned into a dance with the dancers using long silk ribbons. Each year, the ribbon dance is performed at New Year celebrations and harvest festivals. Rhythmic gymnastics. Rhythmic gymnastics is a subdivision of gymnastics that focus on performing with ribbons, ball, hoop, etc. This is one of the Olympic sport mostly dominated by women. Practicing ribbon dance as it gives me happiness and I become very excited to see the ribbon form different shapes when I dance. I'm planning to learn this art form professionally very soon. Hope you enjoyed watching about ribbon dance with me. Thank you friends. Bye.
Thank you, Ananya, for explaining and demonstrating how to do ribbon dance. It was wonderful to see you taking action from your learning. Our next presentation is by Hriday of grade 3. Hriday researched on how a car functions and the various parts involved in the motion of a car. He chose his research topic as cars because he is passionate about them. He was eager to research and was open-minded throughout the entire research project. Over to Hriday's presentation.
Hello all, my name is Hriday. I have inquired about the functioning of a car and I would like to share my learning with you all. First, I inquired about an engine. The engine is connected with an axle, and the axle makes all the four wheels move. Inside an engine, there are some functions. There's a part called a piston inside the engine. An engine works in the following way. Step 1. Gas enters the piston, then the spark plug burns the gas. Step 2. The piston gets pushed down. Step 3. To pump out the wasted gas, the piston comes back up with the same force. Step 4. The up and down motion of the piston rotates the axle, which rotates the wheels. Next, I learned that when you change the gear, it changes the gear on which the car is running. This causes the speed of the car to change, although the power produced from the engine is the same. I experimented with these gears and I saw a change in speed. I also learned how the steering helps us to control the direction in which the car moves. The steering wheel is connected to a rod. This rod is connected to the axle. The axle is connected to the wheels and will cause the wheels to move towards the rotated side. So if the steering wheel is rotated to the left, the axle is rotated to the left. This makes the car turn left. I was fascinated to know more about cars, particularly I wanted to know how they worked, and I took this opportunity to learn about cars. So I visited my dad's family to find more information about cars. I spoke to an automobile engineer. His name is Mr. Krishnan, and he told me cars work like steam engines. I when I heard this, I was confused because steam engines are slow and cars are fast, even though they have the same type of engine. To understand the reason for this in detail, I watched a video and collected information from our website, BotanicAkids.com. Through this research project, I developed information literacy skills because I collected recorded data from different sources and I organized it into appropriate categories. I also synthesized information and interpreted the information. I exhibited the inquire attribute because I was curious to learn about the function of a car. So I framed appropriate questions related to it. One of my questions is, how do cars work? These are the references I use. Thank you for listening to my presentation.
Thanks a lot, Hriday, for detailed information on cars. That was a wonderful presentation. To help them with their research process, the Super 3 and Big 6 research models are introduced to students from grade 1 onwards. While in younger grades, teachers support them with guided research and provide resources. And as they move to higher grades, they develop more independence in this process. They become effective researchers, choosing their own topic, framing conceptual questions, and then conducting research using both primary and secondary sources. Our next presentation is by Vamshika of grade 4. She's so passionate about music and hence wanted to explore more about music. She has done research in Carnatic ragas, where she underwent the process of asking the questions of why we need to be strong in our basics. She went out and gathered the answers from the respective field expertise and successfully completed her looking glass project. Over to Vamshika's presentation.
Hello everyone, my name is Vamshika SJ. Today I chose the topic Carnatic music for the Looking Glass project. I will be talking about ragas. I have framed 5 questions and researched interesting answers from different sources. What is a raga? Raga is a combination of swaras applied in a particular and specific pattern called prayogas. There are 2 types of ragas, Melakarta ragas and Janya ragas. How many ragas are there? There are 34,848 ragas derived out of 72 basic ragas called Melakarta ragas and Janya ragas. How can we express ragas in different ways? We can express ragas by rendering prayogas derived out of a particular combination of specific swaras. Why should we learn the basics like Janta Varisai, Sarali Varisai, Varnam, Kirtanai? We should learn the basics to get used to different patterns of swaras which can further be used to render raga, alapana swaras or swaras of different types. Say Sarali Varisai, Janta Varisai, Dhatu, Alankaram, etc. Can I sing Maya Malava Gaule in different ways? No, because a raga is derived from a specific pattern of swaras meant for that particular raga. Any change in the application of patterns or swaras will result in the wrong notes leading to different ragas. Let me show you an example. Now, I'll be singing Mayamala Gaule, Pantuvarali and Shankarabharanam and tell the difference. Mayamala Gaule. Sari ga ma pa da ni sa sa ni da pa ma ga re sa. Now Pantuvarali. Sari ga ma pa da ni sa sa ni da pa ma ga re sa. Shankarabharanam. Sari ga ma pa da ni sa sa ni da pa ma ga re sa. The difference is the ma changes, the re changes, the da changes. Now I'll be singing ma. In this work, I felt very happy and my experience was great. I got a chance to interview with my uncle, aunt and my mommy. They all had different perspectives. It was interesting to know all their ideas and I collated the answers.
Thank you, Vamshika, for that detailed information on Carnatic ragas. Appreciate your dedication and love for music. Our next presentation is by Lavya of grade 4, who has taken a totally unique topic, gymnastics. She was very enthusiastic during the whole process. She wanted to research more about the benefits and future of young gymnastics as she wanted to take up gymnastics in future. She took all the suggestions and feedback in a very positive manner. Her dedication and commitment is reflected in her work. Over to Lavya's presentation.
Hi all, I'm Lavya Puntyagu from grade 4A and I chose the topic
Gymnastics. What is gymnastics and what are some basic elements in gymnastics? Gymnastics is a sport that includes physical exercises requiring balance, strength, flexibility, agility, coordination, and endurance. The basic elements of gymnastics are passe, releve, bridge, handstand, splits, and split leap. What is the process of scoring? What are the different eligibility level and competition like state, national, international in gymnastics? There are totally 10 levels in gymnastics. After that, you may be called as an expert. The process is shown in the below diagram. The major international competitions held by the FIG organization are World Gymnastic Championship, World Cup Series, the Youth Olympic Games, the Commonwealth Games, and the Asian Games, and there are many more. The process of scoring has totally two scores, E score and D score. The D score has DV, CR, and CV. DV is based on the table of elements, 8 elements including dismount. Composition requirement is CR, based on 4 groups, 0.5 for each group, maximum of 2.0. Connection value is CV. Gymnasts can earn extra point by connecting 2 or more elements. What is the cause gymnastics was created? Gymnastics was originally originated in Greece. It was used for warfare training for men, and it was also very necessary in all their everyday activities. Why was Olympic created? What is its purpose? The Olympics were a fundamental religious importance, featuring sporting events alongside ritual sacrifices honoring Zeus. The modern Olympics has given opportunities for the host city and country to showcase themselves to the world. How thoughts about gymnastics vary between various people and various countries. Perspective matters on what each one sees, hears, or feels. And many people will have many different perspectives. Why does USA, Russia, and China always lead in the sport? Because they have visionary coaches, dedicated infrastructure, supportive policies, and disciplined gymnasts. Gymnastics and my whole new world. How has gymnastics become my whole new world, and how has gymnastics helped me become stronger in body and mind? I used to have breathing problems. I tried training in many sports, but it always persisted. But once I found gymnastics, I'm able to be strong in body and mind, and I'm not having much more of the breathing problem. And I'm able to feel my whole new world, which is evolving as I learn and grow. What is the responsibility of me towards gymnastics? I must act as a role model and promote clean sport. What's the responsibility of me towards my growth in gymnastics? I must practice to develop and improve my skills, train, exercise, and follow diet and training habits to stay in the best physical and mental fitness. What is the responsibility of gymnastics has towards the world? To promote gymnastics and sport and help the world become more fit and aware of its physical and mental strength. Now I have created a song to know on what is the responsibility that we have towards gymnastics. So here it goes. Yeah, let's find out what we can do. We don't show what we shouldn't do. We work out what we know. But there's much more what we can do. Have you seen a duck? It's peaceful in the outside, but running in the inside. To want a sport, find a sport. Prefer gymnastics. Love gymnastics. Bring out discipline. Bring out passion. Bring out the goal to set up your day. Make a way with it. Have a say with it. So what do you get? You develop agility, strength, flexibility, balance, coordination, and endurance because these help every day. Whew! Gymnastic is grand. Gymnastic is awesome. Pick a diet with protein, carbs, pick your diet and burn it out too.
Gymnastics is good for you and for the world, so pick gymnastics. Pick your type, pick your weight, pick yourself. And remember, pick yourself, and you will see a whole new world. Oh yeah, a whole new fit world. Yes, I have. And so, thank you, and I hope you all enjoyed it.
That was a very informative presentation, Lavya. You were able to explain about gymnastics very well. Your song was truly a delight. All the best wishes to you for excelling in gymnastics. Our next presentation is by Meera from grade 2. Meera always shows keen interest in solving math puzzles. She always uses her thinking skills to analyze and solve math puzzles. She has been very principled learner. She took ownership of her project and framed interesting puzzles and came up with the right solutions. Over to Meera's presentation.
Hi all, I am Meera Sriram. I am studying in grade 2. I choose math for the looking glass project. I chose to do puzzles in math because I like to create patterns and solve math puzzles. I exhibited my thinking skills by wearing my thinking cap. I have created 2 puzzles. The first puzzle is here. Pippa and George are in Antarctica. In Antarctica, there are many penguins. The penguins are lying down. Pippa thought, I can ask George a problem on the pattern of penguins and let him answer. So Pippa asked George, tell me the answer for this question, George. And George agreed. Pippa asked, if we can see 2 white bellies of 2 penguins and followed by 1 black penguin's belly, will the 15th penguin's belly be white or black, George? Can you help George find the answer? We will have 20 seconds to find the answer. As you see here, it's black. 3, 6, 9, 12 and 15th penguins are in black belly. So it is multiple of 3. Here is the next puzzle. Shweta got 18 balls from the shop and kept them in red, blue and green basket in her home. She asked the below puzzle to her mom. Here is the puzzle. I have got 18 balls and put them in red, blue and green basket. Blue basket has 4 balls lesser than the green basket. Green basket is having 2 balls more than red basket. How many balls would be in each basket? We will have 20 seconds to find the answer. Red basket has 6 balls, green basket has 8 balls and blue basket has 4 balls. Blue basket has 4 balls lesser than green basket. So 8 minus 4 is 4. Green basket is having 2 balls more than red basket. So 6 plus 2 is 8. My learning. I exhibited my thinking skills to create puzzles. I learned how to communicate to make others understand the puzzle. Hope you enjoy the puzzle I created. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Meera. Appreciate your dedication in solving puzzles. Lovely to see how you solve math puzzles. Our next presentation is by Nandini of grade 4. Nandini has chosen chess as a topic of interest. as she has been playing chess with her grandfather. She has researched and defined chess and its origins. Over to Nandini's presentation. Thank you, Nandini. The next presentation is by Rishi of grade 2. Rishi was very curious when we had a discussion about the Looking Glass project. Because of his sister, he chose yoga as a topic, wellness and spiritual fitness. She regularly practices yoga with him. He was a good inquirer while framing the questions and at the same time was very enthusiastic to find out the answers for all questions. All activities were done with full passion by him. Over to Rishi's presentation.
Hello everyone, I'm Rishi from grade 2. I am going to talk about my favorite wellness yoga. I started practice yoga when I was 5 years old. My mom and sister practice yoga every day. By looking at them, I started doing. Later, I started to look out from challenging pose with help of my parents. I started searching in YouTube and fitness application. My project topic wellness, subtopic yoga. Yoga is a type of exercise in which you move your body into position in order to become more fit or flexibility, to improve or breathing to our mind. I did balance position in the balancing, and later I want to do challenge pose. I started researching with help of my parents. I searched it in YouTube and fitness application. I started practicing exercise. My time to start on the pose. What are the types of yoga pose? Types of yoga pose. I practice Sanninasanam, tree pose, cobra pose, Dhanurasanam, Chakrasanam, Sirisasanam. What are the benefits of yoga? We become strong, healthy, and active. How will we develop skill and flexibility? By doing more exercise on daily balance. The skills I exhibited is research skills because I did my research with help of my parents by searching to the YouTube and fitness application, and I exhibited a risk taker attributes by practicing challenging pose and exhibited my time of being on the pose. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Rishi. Thank you for sharing the process and the skills you developed by exploring this topic. With this, we have come to the end of our second set of presentations. Thank you for joining us for this event. Hope you all enjoyed the presentations. We as a school believe in home-school partnership and the holistic development of the student. It was a pleasure to see the support extended by all parents to make this event a success. Thank you so much for the support and look forward to continuing that. Thanks a lot, everyone. Have a wonderful day.